understanding of the conscious and subconscious mind, because there's a lot of confusion about how the mind works, how the brain works, how things are actually manifested, how we create them. So I just want to give you a little, insight to that. One of the things that I was talking about recently in a podcast was autosuggestion, and it's one of the key parts of the framework for one of the initiations I do. But autosuggestion works with the subconscious and conscious mind, so it gave me the idea to really kind of break down the understanding of the conscious and the subconscious. So if we understand the conscious mind sits in the front of your brain. The subconscious mind sits in a very small part of the back of your brain. What that basically means is the subconscious is a mirror of the conscious mind. So when the conscious mind is actually getting learnings through different experiences, through its five senses in this earthly realm, or whether we're taught, because we talked about knowledge, and we get knowledge through tradition, we get knowledge through reason, we get knowledge through prayer and connection to the spirit, we get knowledge through our senses. So if we're getting knowledge that way, it's coming into the conscious mind. The conscious mind is taking all this information and it's saying, this is what reality is. So then the subconscious mind basically just receives it, brings it into the back of the brain, because it's a mirror of what it's seeing, and then it basically says, okay, now we're going to create the reality for what we're learning. So people talk about the subconscious as actually what's controlling the life or controlling the conscious mind, but it's not. The conscious mind has its own understanding. The conscious mind works with the subconscious mind as a direct mirror. Remember I said the conscious mind is in the front and the subconscious mind is in the back. The subconscious mind basically at that point is mirroring or reflecting everything that's coming in from the conscious mind. That's why the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a do and don't, or right and wrong, because all it is a mirror and it's a reflection. When the subconscious mind gets the reflection from the conscious mind, it goes out into the matrix, and then the matrix becomes a reflection of everything that we're learning. So now everything that we've consciously seen, everything we consciously are aware of, and we believe, and that's our knowing, that becomes our reality. And that's why the matrix begins to show us that reality, because it is a direct reflection of what we're receiving. Am I making sense to you guys? You get it? Okay. So what we have to do is be aware of what we're taking in. So when we talk about television, we talk about company that we keep, we got to be very aware, because those companies and television shows, or the things that we're intaking through our five senses, if we believe them to be law, they will become law in our lives. And that's how we're able to transform things. Now, when we talk about transformation and transmuting energy, we're talking about transmuting the energy within our inner self. So anything that's of a God quality can be transmuted. Now, that God quality, when it's transmuted into, or let's say a non-God quality is transmuted into a godly quality, then what happens is we're able to then correct our energy, our vibration, and we can actually manifest more things physically or materially at that point. But if we're in a lower vibrational state, period, then we're going to attract lower vibrational things. So people are like, well, what good does it do for me to help myself and become a better person and express these godly qualities? Because it's not going to get me to the bag, as these young people say. Okay? It's not going to get me anywhere. Well, yes, it will, because what happens is you become that God expression and your vibration raises, and then the blessings are bestowed upon you. So that's why we want to understand how the subconscious works with the conscious mind and our knowing. Okay? And so when we understand, when we start to transmute our lower selves into our higher selves, that's when we're able to receive. The first thing anybody should be trying to move into is peace. Peace within yourself. Okay? And you find that through self-love. Once you find that, the door opens to almost everything. Okay? So that's all I want to talk about, and give you all this understanding. Today we're going to meditate on the conscious and unconscious mind, so we get a full understanding of it, and we're able to clearly see what is our reflection from the matrix. And we can actually then, at that point, if we want to transmute it into something higher, we can transmute it into something higher. So that would be what the meditation is about. I want to say thank you all for listening. And we're going to get started. I'm going to give you all this